Well, I'm sorry that I'm not doing the Gates trailer review right now. Fuuto PI is really good and I really want to talk about it, and I'm not really seeing a lot of reviews right now for the first episode, and I'm probably going to do kind of an entire episode by episode series review because boy, this was fucking great. One of my favorite writer seasons, if not even my favorite overall, is Kamen on a double. So not only hearing about the manga and maybe getting interested in reading it, but now knowing that we're going to get an anime about it, that was perfect for me. And so yeah, I'm going to really briefly kind of talk about this first episode, and then week by week I kind of would like to see how I'm going to do it. So like the first scene is pretty much a recreation of the first scene in Kamen on a Double in the first episode. The entire thing with the extraction of Philip, Sekoichi dying in Shotaro's arms, and the first transformation. Actually, one of the coolest things that we see is Double's pretty much first fight. And that's so beautiful. This entire fight scene was amazing. We got to actually see the Tabudo punt, and she looked beautiful. And I'm already hyped just from that first scene. I was already like, okay, you got me. And after that, we flashed forward, and this series is actually after the series. But I believe it's also after the movie War core movie, because they already mentioned Ryu and Akiko being already married. But I don't want to kind of continue on and brabble about. We see Shotaro standing on a dock and talking about Fuuto, like every detective piece ever, if it's movie or TV show. He felt very hard-boiled, so he sends a couple of selfies to Akiko. She calls him, she tells him there's going to be a client coming in. On his way back to the agency, Shotaro meets a new character to the universe, being Tomoki, if I'm saying her name correctly. She is very hungry for some men. Right now, the way she's being presented is as a villain. I don't know how it is in the manga. Right now she's being painted as a villain pretty much. Akiko and Shotaro in the agency go to have our kind of usual thing about Akiko, saying that he's not hard-boiled like her dad, as obvious, and Philip is just Philip. The client comes in, and actually when he comes in we get a POV shot of the inside of the agency, and it's actually one of the most further looks of the agency we ever gotten. And I love the little details from the poster of Fuuto's mascot and Wanaka's radio show. So client comes in and he tells them his story and why he came to ask for their help. He recently moved from Hokkaido to Fuuto not that long ago, where he met Tokime. She seduced him, succeeded to steal his bag with a bunch of money. Shotaro, knowing that the man doesn't have any other money but knows that he met the same woman as he, decides to find where she is, where we actually see a lot of recurring characters like Santa-chan that they made look like a damn Chad, Queen and Elizabeth, and the Watcherman that actually helps him to find Tokime. And Shotaro confronts Tokime. Tokime started not only to run but also fly, so Shotaro jumps on his bike and starts pursuing her. Somehow, in the middle of the pursuit, he gets teleported to another dimension. But somehow he gets teleported back into a building that Miko, the detective from Fuuto PD, tells him that there's been a murder that happened, probably is connected to Tokime. Shotaro, Akiko, and the client meet up at Magician's coffee shop. The client begs Shotaro to come in with him if he finds Tokime, because he wants to convince her to not steal again and just giving him his bag back. In the middle of their conversation, Philip calls Shotaro and asks him if he needs his help, as Philip and Shotaro suspect that probably the girl is using a Gaia memory, but Shotaro pursues Fuuto to find out where is she. And at the crack of dawn, he finds her showering in a fountain. Before they really get their conversation starting, something happens to her. She shows Shotaro and the client that she is using a Gaia memory, and she runs away. Shotaro and his client starts pursuing her, teleporting into an alternate Fuuto where there isn't any wind. But they get attacked by something and they start running away back to the real Fuuto. Client hides, but before Shotaro can get hit by the mysterious attacker, the extreme memory comes and helps him. Philip coming in and helping Shotaro to get up and probably continue the investigation on this new dopant. This is so good. I absolutely love this so much. It feels like Double. Everything about this show feels like a continuation of the original series, from even the title of the episode having two halves, the jazz OST behind it, even the characters, how much it's not the original actors. They do really still sound like and feel like the original character, but just with a little bit of anime extreme into it. Everything about this first episode is a great fucking beginning, and I'm so into the ride for this 12 episode series, and I'm just so hyped for more Double content after almost 11 years. But it's great. So hey, tell me what you thought about it down below. Before I bid you all adieu, I'm going to do the Geats trailer breakdown, how much it's going to be slightly late, and I'm going to do the Fixing Sabers episode because it's going to be very fun. So yeah, I will bid you all adieu. Thank you very much. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.